Minutes ago at VIR. Guess what? It's take two. We're at Sebring. Is anything going to top the 0.031 of a second from Matt Malone or winning that race? Roginski. See, it was so crazy. I don't even remember what happened, Brian. It's Brian Sawyer. It's Josh Mertz. ASN TV USA. We got to take a breath already, and we're just in practice, and we'll have a 5-minute quali and another 20-minute race. And what's exciting about this is they've got 2 more races tomorrow, and Daytona International Speedway is one of them. I don't have any words for that, Brian. I don't know if I'm prepared to watch another fantastic race.
Yeah, I mean, this track too. I mean, I was just pointing to you at the during the break, looking at the track map going, they're going to be a straight line here, 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 and here. It's going to be just the same as we just saw. A little bumpier, though.
Yeah, so Sebring International Raceway, for those that don't know, used to be an old U.S. Air Force base. The back straightaway, the Ullman Straight, the front straightaway, former airstrips, immensely bumpy into turn 17, Sunset Bend, and it's a tricky corner. It's not a traditional, regular 180-degree corner. Got a very late apex. You've got a bridge you have to drive under. All I know is buckle up, because it's going to be great. And we are running through practice. And the lap times, Brian, looking at 2-minute 27-ish for the lap times. And what's going to be different about this qualifying, Brian, is at VIR, when you exit the pits, you started your lap. These guys will have a warm-up lap, but you only got 5 minutes. So
these laps are longer.
will be very, very relevant.
Yeah, we're looking at about 2-minute, 20-second laps. We might get 3 if you get a good chance. If you get out early, maybe 3 good ones. Speaking of buckling up, Josh, if you're all out here and you haven't tried any of these motion rigs yet.
You put me on the one over there, the dirt rally one.
Yeah, it was
a
great.
Good time. But all the stuff here at the Sim Gaming Expo, super fun. My wife would be very upset with the credit card statement is all offset. So, you've already commented that we're going to sell our house and buy just a motion rig. I don't think she liked that, but I digress. So John Dwayne, fastest in practice right now, and a 2-minute 27.041. Are we going to see another last to first challenge? Is it going to happen? Last to second, rather.
It's second to last second, yeah. Still a great run.
The slipstream's still going to be relevant. We're going to have the bumps, multiple surface changes. Either way, though, wonderful time at the Sim Gaming Expo here in Schaumburg, Illinois. And this is just the first day. We're closing out the first day, but be sure to be back 10 a.m. tomorrow. We're going to have the NASCAR Xfinity Series cars for the Elite Racing League at Daytona Super Speedway Racing at 10 a.m. Buckle up for that one, too. That is going to be an excellent time.
Just a few seconds left to practice left. We'll hit that qualify. We'll hit that race.
Who do you got? Who are we thinking, Brian?
I don't know. I mean, when I went and talked to Kyle over there, he was dripping sweat. So maybe we might see somebody else who didn't race that hard take up the mantle this race.
Now, do we think we're going to see some redemption for Richard Dempsey? I guess no pun intended, because he started from pole, jumped the start, and had some issues. We'll see. He had the pace over 1 lap. Wonder if he'll put it together. Michael Pico as well, leading at VIR for most of the race. Made that one mistake. Off he went. The win evaporated.
Yeah.
As the checkered flag
was
falls on
last.
practice.
Pole to last.
We had 2 things. We had last to second and pole to last. 2 different extremes. We begin qualifying. And the first car on track, John Dwayne. Matt Malone says, no way, no way. I want to be the first car on track. And like we mentioned, it's a 5-minute qualifying. Green light starts now. You got 5 minutes to begin a lap, run a lap. And then we're already racing out of the pit lane, Brian, with Malone to Wayne, Huff. It's going to be another case of slipstream.
Do you really want to be in first, though, going out?
No. You don't want to give the guy a
Oh,
toe.
we
You
got
want
a
to
little
be
bit
the
of
one.
chaos in the back here. I'm looking at... who
Are we
is that?
crashing already?
Yeah, that's Travis Edward, and I could not tell what other car, but they were hitting each other through the S. They went around.
It's Travis. And it was Timothy Rosenfield that had an issue in the 502. And if I'm Matt Malone, piggybacking off what you just said, like, I don't want to be first in line. You've got all these straightaways. You're going to be punching a hole in the air. It's not going to be beneficial. But Matt Malone apparently doesn't need to qualify anyways. So there's that.
We'll see how it goes. I looked at him before the race taking a photo of the first place trophy. I asked him, are you taking that home? He said, no, that's why I'm taking a photo. But after that last performance, who knows?
As tomorrow, Daytona's the closing race of the Heusinkveld Sprint Cup. We have Lime Rock. That's another one.
Do we have the chicane?
It doesn't say, but if it's not, can you imagine these Miatas?
That's basically a circle. It's basically a circle with a little uphill feature. I like to call Lime Rock an oval with features. So.
I got so excited I knocked my mic off. Welcome to live production. But I agree. Up the crest, and then you go back down the crest. Don't touch the curves there. Bad time. We're getting too far ahead of ourselves as we qualify in Sebring. We're finally beginning hot laps. Matt Malone's heading to Sunset Bend. We ride on board Richard Dempsey. Notice the bumps of the concrete airstrip. It's so hard to find your apex while you're fighting the car. And off the final corner to begin the laps, Malone, Dwayne, Huff, Dempsey, Cone, everybody begins their laps. And Matt Malone cuts across on John Dwayne into turn number 1. We're racing and qualifying. Mark Cone in the back of the shot there. 39 ran off the track. That's going to invalidate his lap, so he'll have a very painful 2 minutes to wait until his new lap.
More trouble for Kyle Genske. He's hit the wall. Got to reset. He might only get 2, maybe 1 good lap in now. Taking a crash during the 10 or 5-minute qualifying is very detrimental.
We're already 3.5 minutes in.
Yeah.
He may not get a lap. There's a minute and a half left in this qualifying session. He's not going to get there. Are we going to see?
Well, he might be able to get around. He might be able to get around once and then get the extra runoff.
Off the road he goes.
Oh.
I know it's off monitor, but off the road he goes, pushing too hard. Genske will start last. At least he knows what to do. He's seen what happened cutting his way through the field. So the race in qualifying is getting good. Matt Malone, John Dwayne, Trevor Huff, Richard Dempsey. It's a matter of obviously who aces their lap, but also who gets the most slipstream. I don't know out of these 4 who will set the fastest lap.
If they're not touching, I want to say Dempsey. He's third. He's got the nice little draft from the 2 of them. Got a little room in front of him.
Trevor Huff clobbered the curb through the Le Mans chicane. And that might have been maybe an off track for him. We'll see when it counts, but we go down the Ullman straightaway, the back straight here at the Sebring International Raceway, and into Sunset Bend. Does Dwayne sneak to the inside? Does he stay behind Malone? He will stay in the slipstream all the way until the braking zone. And obviously try not to follow him all the way through the corner. Run a different line, different apex. And this is the one and only qualifying lap in Sebring. Matt Malone will begin the times. We will see when they roll in. 2:26.6, 2:26.44. Huff's lap didn't count. Dempsey's lap didn't count. Mark Cohn's lap didn't count. Zach Blake's 2:28.5. Nixon 226.7. He goes to third. Logan Frey to fourth. And just like that, only 5 cars clock a lap time. Wow. All right.
That's crazy. I wonder how they're getting sorted in the back, based on probably maybe where they crossed the line.
Matt Malone, John Dwayne, front row of the grid. Eric Nixon, Logan Frey on row 2. Zach Blaze, the final car that set a lap time. And Kyle Genske in 6th. Timothy Rosenfield and Richard Dempsey, 7th and 8th. Travis Ewart and Trevor Huff, 9th and 10th on the 5th row of the grid. Row number 6, John Miller and Michael Pico. Row 7, Wes Spence and Mark Cohn. And 15th on the grid, Wayne Greenan in car number 28. 20 minutes. Let's take a breath. Let's get ready for the shenanigans that are about to transpire here in Sebring. Thanks for joining us for the opening day of the Sim Gaming Expo in Schaumburg as we get ready to go green for the second round of the Heusinkveld Sprint Cup in Sebring. We go green in Sebring, off the line, 25 miles an hour, great start, side by side, Frey and Nixon. They got a couple penalties, we'll take a look here in a moment. Blaze and Genske, Rosenfield, Dempsey, Ewart, Pico, Miller, Spence to the inside, and down to turn number 1. Malone holds the lead, looks like penalties, John Miller and Trevor Huff, might have been jump start penalties, as we're side by side, Dwayne and Logan Frey. Down to turn number 3. Surface change here. Couple bits of contact in the mid-pack. Malone, Frey, Dwayne, Nixon, Genske. Dempsey goes off the track. It has gone from bad to worse, from pole to last at VIR, and now he's out in the back of the field.
I don't know.
And here comes the slipstream, Brian. It's already beginning. We've got Logan Frey mowing the lawn in the 49, trying to find a way around. Where do you brake when you've got a car that close to you? Dwayne looks to driver's left. Another surface change to concrete. Get the throttle pinned as best as you can, and now we head down through the Fangio chicane, basically a straightaway down to Cunningham Corner, turn number 10. Matt Malone, 0.3 of a second up already.
Josh, you're almost afraid to brake when you got a car that close to you. You go, are they gonna do it? Because I'm gonna do it. It might be a little. We're gonna look at the replay of the Dempsey. I don't know what happened there. Maybe equipment failure?
Yeah,
not quite sure. You got a meatball flag, so.
Huh? Yeah, he does have the black flag, the orange disc, the meatball flag. So, not sure what had happened there.
Oh, he blew his engine.
I heard contact, but turns out it's a blown engine. So that makes sense. Here we are. So through the Lamar corners, turns 15 and 16. And no track limits. You can go as far driver's left as you want. Find multiple lines. Find the grip through the corner. And now down the Ullman straightaway. On the first lap here in Sebring. So we're going to have less than 10 laps. We're going to have 9 laps, Brian. So even less time for these guys to make any moves.
See all these drivers. So we got a little pack forming up at the front here. Looks like the top 4 maybe trying to break away.
Logan Frey looking driver's right, taking the lead. He'll have some drafting help from John Dwayne. Daytona's far away from this track. You're not there. Daytona's tomorrow. We're drafting down the front straightaway. Matt Malone has no help to turn number 1. Frey takes the lead for the moment. Malone's got the run through the corner. Don't touch the wall. Off of turn 1. Down to turn 3. There's one car.
That's Pico
off the track. Back on now. And Frey's still hanging there, Brian.
Frey's taking it. According to timing, he's in front. Matt back in front. It's flipping back and forth for us.
So now, John Dwayne behind Matt Malone. Eric
Malone
Nixon
getting a nice
behind
push.
Dwayne. This is literally a Daytona drafting train with 4 cars drivers left. Rosenfield wants to know where to go. Where do you brake again when you got cars everywhere? Frey in the lead has the optimal line, but Malone powers out of the corner. Through the Fangio chicane, we have let's call it 6 cars within a second of each other. Malone to the race lead for the moment. Will Frey outbrake him into Cunningham corner, turn 10. Little loose mid-corner, takes the spot. Here comes Dwayne. And Brian, these curves, so tempting to hit in any car here at Sebring. You hit them the wrong way, though, it's not going to be a fun time.
Yeah, they're elevated enough to where if you touch it the wrong way, you're going around just a hair.
As Travis Ewart has passed Michael Pico for the 7th position, so now we have, let's call it 9 cars within 2 seconds. What did you call it? The caterpillar of every straightaway?
I called it caterpillar, yeah. On our side, you just see all the drivers just in one lump. You can't even tell the numbers apart from each other on the track map.
Malone looks drivers right, but he has no drafting help. But he's going to take the lead. He doesn't need any drafting help. Frey sneaks in, goes drivers right. Dwayne takes the spot. Frey, 2-for-1 special in the worst of ways, goes back to 3rd. Timothy Rosenfield sent it on Nixon for the 4th position. So Matt Malone back to the lead. John Dwayne slipstreaming him. 1/10 of a second between them. Dwayne looks to the inside. 15 minutes left to go, already a quarter of the way through. And the action is frantic here in Sebring.
But you got on
Matt
this,
Malone
Josh.
better run, Brian.
Right now, I'm looking at Pico. I got Pico up to 8th from starting 13th, I believe. He did great in the first race. He's making a little run here.
Now the roles reversed with him because he was leading most of that race. Now he's the chaser. He's the hunter. And he knows what these guys did to chase him down in that last race. Logan Frey giving a little drafting assistance to John Dwayne into turn number 7. And the hairpin's so deceiving because you get out of the right-hander and it's immediately a left-hander and it trims down. If you're on driver's left, there's an incident in the hairpin. We've got Zach Blaze and Michael Pico, Brian.
This is what I do.
It on the commentator's curse.
I'm not allowed to talk about people. This is what happens.
Matt Malone, John Dwayne, Logan Frey, argy-bargy for the race lead in Cunningham corner. And Dwayne getting bullied out of the way by Timothy Rosenfield in the 502. Dwayne gives him room. We're still side by side for 3rd and 4th. Genski's got the momentum. Slipstreaming Dwayne. Rosenfield came across and nearly into Dwayne. Thought that was going to be catastrophic. And as the top, let's call it 7 within 1.8. As we take a second look here. I think this was the incident earlier on. Should be Michael Pico clipping the curb. And around he went, Brian.
I did it in tandem. 2 of them.
Rosenfield and Frey dueling away for 2nd. Matt Malone driving on the grass, doing the landscaper's job for him. And into Sunset Bend. Logan Frey, Rosenfield drifting their way through Sunset Bend and Rosenfield around. Both of them were sliding through the corner. Something was bound to happen. So now, take him out of it. We've got Frey, Genski, and Dwayne battling for 2nd.
I think these 3 need to work together if they want to catch Matt, Josh.
Racing drivers working together? Are you okay? All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get a recap. We got 12 minutes left. We got about halfway home. Matt Malone leads. Kyle Genski. It's same song, 2nd verse. These 2 were the first 2 in the running order. Okay. Dwayne 3rd, Frey, Ewart top 5. Nixon, Spence, Pico, Blaze, Cone, the top 10. Wayne Green and Trevor Huff, 11th and 12th. We have lost Rosenfield, lost Miller, lost Dempsey, 13th through 15th. Okay. We've got a 2nd verse of the song that we had earlier, Brian. And Genski knows what to do, but there's still a long way left.
Exactly. We think we're going to Think it's going to go the other way this time?
I'm not a
Matt?
betting man.
Oh, no,
I'm not
Matt's
a betting
been pretty consistent. He really hasn't given up first at all this entire race. This is a little less draft heavy than our last race.
I want to say yes, but also no. You've got the straights, but they're still broken up. So there's still slipstreaming opportunities, but they're more broken up.
Yeah.
You take the spot, you could lose it. We're all hanging out and having a good time at the Sim Gaming Expo. Round 2 of the Heusinkveld Sprint Cup. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Whether you're here live or whether on Twitch, it's been an awesome time. Interesting last time, Brian. Kyle Genske, 2-minute 27.394. Matt Malone, 2:28.0. He knows he's there. He's again slaloming down the back straightaway.
Yeah, he's going to do everything he can to get him away from him. Like 7/10 in the last lap. It's a mighty hard charge to fight.
If I'm John Dwayne, mind your business in third. Something's going to happen. But we're not in the rigs. The guys behind us are. So we'll just have to see. Logan Frey looks driver's left on Travis Ewart. This is for the 4th position. Just under 10 minutes left. Genske looks driver's left in turn 1. Malone left the door open. And Genske, will he send it? Thinks better of it. Through 2, through 3. You can make a move here, but I would say it's the risk outweighs the reward. Driver's right, trying to take the 2nd spot. Making me to be a liar, Brian. I said, mind your own business. Stay in 3rd. Just kidding.
Absolutely not.
Just kidding.
He'll take 2nd.
Malone off the road, on corner exit, all over the track on the curb. And you throttle up on the curbs, get a little oversteer, got to correct it, losing time. Genske was happy. Go ahead.
I was going to say, if you're Matt, do you want Dwayne behind you? You've kept him comfortably there behind you for most of the race until Genske caught up there. Do you want him as the buffer?
I would say yes, because you know what Genske did to you the last race. And you've got Dwayne sitting in 2nd. But let's not discredit John Dwayne. If he smells the lead, take it for himself. Not going to sit in 2nd. It's not what racing drivers do.
He's going to start hunting for that spot.
I do think there was Malone way off the track in car number 1. Genske slipstreaming Dwayne, both gaining on Malone. And the top 5 are within 0.8 of a second. Malone, driver's right to defend. I don't think he'll have anything against Dwayne, though. Dwayne has the outside line into Sunset Bend. Can he back up the corner? Dwayne, contact with Genske. Here comes Frey. 3 wide through Sunset Bend, and Dwayne has lost 2 spots in the span of a corner.
I thought we were about to lose 3 cars in the spot of a corner, Josh. Thought that was going to be hook, line, and sinker Matt Malone's race.
Okay. So contact on corner entry with Genske and Frey. And here comes Ewart into the equation. Nixon into the equation as well. I'll tell you what, this is not to discredit Matt Malone, Brian, but he has made very small mistakes intermittently through this race, but he's held the lead.
Yeah, he's made them in the best spots to make them. Nothing too detrimental to his race. He's just holding on. He can go very late on the brakes, though. He is doing an incredible job.
Logan Frey trying to pressure Genske. Is it same song, 3rd verse now, as Genske's back in 2nd? But now there's 0.7 of a second from Malone to Genske. 6.5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, last time around, Malone 2:26.9. Genske 2:27.3. It's not inverse this time. So Matt's gaining, or Matt's breaking away.
Genske's got Frey, he's got Dwayne, he's got Ewert to deal with. The tricky thing if you're Kyle Genske is with those cars behind you, with them slipstreaming, you're going to get bombarded at the end of the Ullman Straight, the Sunset Bend. So when do you have the opportunity to catch up to Matt Malone? We ride on board the 702 with Travis Ewert, looking forward at Dwayne and Frey. It's Malone beginning now again.
He spread this out to 7 tenths, Josh.
I'm not
Genske's got 4 tenths on Frey.
Let's see what lap times when they roll by to end lap number 6 to take 3 laps to go. About 5 minutes left. Malone leads, Genske second, Frey third, Dwayne fourth, Ewert in fifth. 1.6 seconds separates the top 5. So Matt Malone, 2 minute 26.5. Let's try that again. 2 minute 26.508. Kyle Genske, 2 minute 26.505. Identical lap times. 2 tenths faster than Logan Frey. He ran a 26.793. Gap is under half a second, Brian.
I don't know, Josh. I think we might have another one.
I'm not prepared for this, Brian.
You were jumping in your seat last time. I think if you do it again, we're going to need a new chair.
As we head through Big Bend, down to the hairpin turn number 7. Kyle Genske defending from Logan Frey. Dwayne Ewert, Nixon. Just take a breath, take a moment to appreciate how after 15 minutes of frantic racing, 16 minutes of frantic racing, these guys are still all over each other, all over the place. And this is just the opening day of the Sim Gaming Expo here in Schaumburg in 2025.
If it's this heated between Malone and Genske on day 1, they got 2 more races. I think we're going to come to blows.
Lime Rock and Daytona?
We're going to be racing real hard.
.508. Reminder, the lap times between these two identical the last time around. And Malone, I can't even say he's a sitting duck. He's defended impeccably, perfectly, whatever word you want to use to maintain this lead. If you're Logan Frey, you say, I don't care about you, Kyle Genske. I'm going to take second. Matt Malone is best friends with him right now. As now, John Dwayne involved as well. Are we going to be 3 wide for second place going into turn 1? Genske got pinched to the tires, survived, back to second, 2 to go.
White flag?
Ewert and Dwayne for 4th.
Are we white flag? No, we're not white flag yet.
As we will have 1 lap left after this. And Matt Malone, 2 minute 26.8 to a 2 minute 26.797. Let's call it an 8. Another identical lap time between these top 2. Logan Frey was 3 tenths up that last time around. He sent it into Sunset Bend. We saw how that worked out for him. But Brian, if you're Kyle Genske and you've got cars behind you, are you worried about a send from the cars behind when you're trying to focus on the race lead?
I'm worried a little bit, but my focus is squarely on second. You got first, last race, second race. That's a good setup for coming into tomorrow. Good setup to get that trophy, those pedals.
As no change at the tail end of the field. Guys running their own race. Sebring's been a tough opponent for these guys in the Heusinkveld Sprint Cup. And Lime Rock's going to be super fun as well. And Matt Malone, his fastest lap, actually was a 2-minute 26.7. Genski's fastest lap was a 2:26.5. As we head through the Le Mans chicane for the penultimate time here in Sebring. Malone a little bit off the apex, farther than you'd want to be. And Genski has a dress rehearsal for the next lap. Gaining, gaining, gaining. Will he look? No, he stays behind him. No, he looks driver's left. Frey looks driver's right. And Matt Malone's got some company into Sunset Bend. Frey wants to try it again. Dwayne is there if anything goes wrong. Malone's a sitting duck with these two behind him. We come off Sunset Bend, Brian, to the white flag in Sebring. Into the wall goes Genski, saves it. But he opens the door for Dwayne. Barney throws the white flag. We got 1 lap left. Frey looks driver's right. Into turn number 1. No move done. Will he try a later apex? He does to get the run off the corner through 2, down to 3. In the back of the field, Michael Pico has moved to 7th ahead of Wes Spence. We stay focused on the top 4, let's call it top 5, battle for the lead, battle for the win. Genski climbing the curves, all the way into the dirt. Where are you thinking, Brian? This straightaway, the next one, the final one. Where's the move going to be made?
I'm thinking the final one. You don't want to give Matt the chance. You get past him, you don't want to give him a second shot.
As here comes Genski on Dwayne. Gave him enough room as they battle for 3rd. We take a look from high above. Travis Ewart bump drafting Genski through the Fangio chicane, down to Cunningham corner. Ewart looks driver's left. Genski is fully committed on the brakes. The car is wiggling, under braking, at the limit of adhesion. And with these guys squabbling, it's a 2-car race between Matt Malone and Logan Frey, but like we saw earlier, anything can happen. Genski closes the door on Dwayne. They both drift off the road. Bumper to bumper. No room between them. As Matt Malone trying to get redemption from earlier on. Led from the start. Logan Frey's got one last shot. Genski, Dwayne Ewart there if something goes wrong. We go down the Ullman straight for the final time. Malone is slaloming down the straight, but I don't know if it's going to matter. Logan Frey gaining, staying in the slipstream. The gap is under 0.2 of a second. Frey's got one shot at this through Sunset Bend. Late apex for the 49 off of the final corner. It's not done yet like we saw earlier. Matt Malone leading Logan Frey off of Sunset Bend down to the checkered flag. Matt Malone gets redemption and he wins in Sebring for the second round of the Heusinkveld Sprint Cup. Frey second, Dwayne third, Genski fourth, and Ewart in fifth. As really quickly, sixth is Nixon, seventh Michael Pico, eighth Wes Spence, Zach Blaise, Mark Cohn, Trevor Huff, Wayne Greenan, Timothy Rosenfield, John Miller, and Richard Dempsey, 15 and last. I pass it to Mr. Brian Sawyer for our post-race interview.
All right, everybody, we're approaching Sim Gaming Expo after dark. So Matt Malone, I talked to you before the race. I saw you taking a picture of the trophy. You said, I'm not taking this home with me. That's why I'm taking the picture. You got second, now first. How are you feeling?
Oh, that was a great race. They were hounding me. I was watching. See, I'm right here, so I was watching actually the big video board to see how close everyone was. And they were hounding me. I thought Kyle was going to be there at the end, just like the last race. But, yeah, that was awesome. The Mazda always provides great racing, and it proves it yet once again. So, awesome stuff. It was fun. These guys are great.
Awesome. Thank you all very much. That's all we have for tonight. We'll see you all here tomorrow. Looking forward to the other races. We got Daytona. We got Lime Rock. It's going to be a great time. Have a good night, everyone.